And now some of you may be thinking, Devilman Crybaby, well, what the hell? Why has this thing got the word crybaby in it? Whew. How to explain it? You will not. Yeah, you're not ready. You're literally not ready. Now, some places try to say that it's the best thing since sliced bread is going to be the best anime of 2018, and I'm like, yo, One Punch Man season 2. But I do think that it's definitely going to stand out as a contender, and it's going to basically set the bar high, especially since we're only several days into the new year and Netflix decided to they tried to prove themselves wrong. They were like, you know what, 2017 is gone, it's 2018, new year, new me, we are going to release Devilman Crybaby. You know what? We've had enough of that soppy shit, of that us trying to kind of remake Death Note, of us trying to just remake all these other kind of things, which I don't even fucking remember because I literally, Netflix, you've just fucking ruined, you've tainted anime. And it's kind of like, you know what? Like, I don't know if I honestly didn't know if I didn't know if I could do it to myself again. If I could do it to myself again, because I watch Netflix quite a lot, because I do loads of anime reviews and manga reviews, which if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe, because you know your boy out here is trying to represent and kind of provide for you guys. So if you like manga, anime, or just general discussions about the community, please do subscribe, and hopefully you will like my videos and you'll just return and we can have a little conversation in the comment box down below. But because I do loads of anime manga reviews, in my spare time I like to try and watch other things. So I go into Netflix quite a lot and I just try to just watch things that's not anime and manga, so I don't have to try and break things down and kind of think how things were and all this kind of crazy shit. But then I saw Devilman Crybaby and I knew nothing about it. I'm not gonna lie to you, I knew nothing about it. And technically, I would like you guys to try to avoid everything and literally just watch it blind. Now, why am I saying that and also expecting you guys to continue watching my video? Because in this review, I'm actually going to avoid telling you almost anything about the series in the slightest. What I'm going to try and do with this video is try to kind of try to reason with you as to why you should watch it without giving away no plot points or anything like that. And this will be by going into depth with kind of the studio behind this and like the music and the directors and how it kind of plays behind the scenes more so than the actual story itself, because I knew nothing about it. And I think as an audience, you guys deserve to also have the same reaction that I had when I first watched it, because you guys aren't ready. And even that alone, I thought it was pretty much a spoiler, so I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, let's get into the boring stuff. Devilman Crybaby was directed by Masaki Yuasa and was produced by En Young Choi, as well as written by Ichiro Okoichi, and the music was by Kensuke Uchiyo. The studio was Science Saru and it was licensed by Netflix. The release was actually January the 5th, 2018. I watched it several days ago, so I think I actually watched it on January the 5th or it was January the 6th, and I watched it at my friend's house. We binge watched 4 episodes in a row, and I came home and I know I binge watched the rest of the 6 episodes, and I was just like, whoa. And when I binge watched it, I binge watched it on a work night. Literally, I just didn't give a fuck. I was like, I'm just gonna watch this shit. This is crazy and it is so worth your time. Just to give you a heads up, the studio Science Saru have created other amazing works which you may actually recognize, and I hope that this is another inkling to make you want to watch this as well. Just films such as Lure Over the Wall and Night is Short, Walk Over Girl, which is the English names, but in Japanese it probably sound a lot better. As well as a 2014 episode of Adventure Time titled Adventure Time Food Chain. One of my favourite series, Ping Pong the Animation, in 2014. Several more Adventure Time episodes, as well as OKKO Let's Be Heroes, and that's on Cartoon Network. If you haven't seen OKKO, it's worth it. It's worth it. It's kind of childishy, but if you like Adventure Time, then you'd like OKKO. It's pretty cool. One thing I was super excited about was that they also worked on a Shin-chan the movie Robot Dad, and that's like, what the hell, now I need to watch this. And hopefully this kind of lets you know the style of the animation, and if you like the styles of animation I've pretty much mentioned in the other kind of series, then you can kind of guess the style of animation that you'll be getting in this series. Very fluid. The line work is just going to be fairly thin and almost kind of kind of like bubbly. I don't know how to explain it. Kind of like Jello, as well as being extremely impactful. And I like that. That's one of the things about Adventure Time. Somehow they managed to make all these weird, googly things seem strong and bold at the same time. So it's like, it's almost like an oxymoron how you're watching this. It's like, oh, this, should we take this seriously? But then just the design and the aesthetics of the animation is just fucking beautiful. So that's Studio Science Saru, and easily in my top 10 anime studios, and I'm definitely going to be making a video about my top 10 anime studios, so please subscribe for that in the future. And also let me know in the comment box what are in your top 5 anime studios, just because I'd like to see where you'd rank some of them. Obviously Madhouse, Bones, A1 Pictures, Ufotable, those are obviously going to be in there, but I want to see the order of where you put them. So we're going to just move on now. All right, this video's getting kind of long, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go into the good and the bad. So the good of this. So in the good, I like to say the direction of the story. I liked where it was going. I didn't know what was happening, and I think that's one of the things that I think you should take into consideration, is that go in blind. So apart from that blurb I literally told you, just go in as blind as you can and try to, I don't know, just try to just not try to figure things out. Just let it take over you, and then you'll be like, oh shit. So yeah, the direction was really cool. The art style was, I love the art style. The music, the OST is fucking epic. Like my favorite tracks from the OST, I would have to say, would have to be Her Baton and From Here to Eternity. And oh my god, those two songs were like, just, they gave me chills and were so thought-provoking, and the connection to the parts of the anime, of the episodes, or the scenes that those songs kind of go to were just done so brilliantly, you know. And it's really hard to find moments in anime where like the OST really defines the situation of just the situation. And if you know the 2 tracks I'm talking about, I'm going to play a quick snippet here. Then you know exactly what parts I'm talking about. And damn those feels, damn those feels. I know I already said my favorite parts, my favorite tracks of the OST, but those are the more slow tracks. My actual favorite song would have to be the opening of the anime, because come on man, come on, just that the dun 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 dun. What I literally play, oh my god, literally this, so epic. Somebody posted on the YouTube video to, well, I said video, but it's like just the song. But one of the comments on it was that this song sounds like some German porn music from the 70s. And it pretty much does sound like that. But extremely great. And I think because I saw the song, well, not song, but heard this song to the anime, I just prefer it a bit better. But yeah, so that song, and that song itself is called Man Human, and yeah, no, it just reminds me of the series, and I love the fucking series, so why not? The other things I really liked about this anime was the suspense. God damn it, the suspense was crazy, man. When some shit happens and you're like, oh, how's that gonna, how? Basically, you for those of you who've seen the anime, you know exactly what scenes I'm talking about. The intensity. Whew. There are some scenes that you're not ready for. You are just not ready for. Moving on, the rawness. I know this seems like it should be all within the same one, but the rawness of this. I'm talking more of there's a lot more. Okay, yeah. How do I say this without sounding so weird or perverted? Basically, there's a lot of nudity in this series, and if you're young, I would suggest stay the fuck away from this series, and also probably stay away from this video review, because I kind of swear a few times. But yeah, there's a lot of action, a lot of blood. The psychological mind fuckeries to it is kind of crazy, but that's also one of the things that is so great about this series. The animation to this as well is really, really nice. Once again, I explained about the Studio Science Saru. And 80% of the plot I loved as well. And I'm saying 80% because there's an episode where it's like, well, what the fuck? And not because what the fuck, like because it was bad, but because I just felt like it should have been done over 2 episodes instead of 1 episode. For those of you who've seen the series, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not even going to tell you where in it is, but you know exactly where it is. Apart from that, 80% of the stories. Mwah. And finally, the characters. The characters are actually really cool. The main character I thought was going to be fucking annoying because he's meant to be a crybaby, but it's actually, yeah, it's actually a really good character and develops quite well. I don't want to go into any more because I want you guys to watch it yourselves, but that's the good. Moving on to the bad. Actually, the bad sounds actually quite negative. I don't know, maybe you'll be like, oh, the bad, oh shit, this is really bad. But no, with the bad, I basically just mean not as good, or what may have kind of just brought the score down just a little bit. So moving on to the bad, I feel like the story could have been a little bit better. Pretty much what I said a second ago about the 80%. There's 20% of it, which is basically, I say 20%, but it's like an episode where it's like, I get what you're trying to do, but yeah. So pretty much that, but. Obviously, you can't fault it because the manga was originally published in 1972 and so many things have changed, and the relevance to some of the things that happened, you kind of think, what? And Netflix did do their best to make it as relevant as possible. This obviously came out in 1972, so there's a lot of things like computers and phones and shit that they use in this series that would definitely would not have been in the manga originally. So I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, there's just that little bit. And the story could have flown a little bit better. So it's kind of weird. There's nothing really bad behind it. It's just the story could have flown better, and just the relevance to some situations, some scenes. But yeah, so there you go. I know. So there you go. Overall, I'd give this a 9 out of 10. Oh my god, it was way too good. There's way too many good about this for it to even kind of like balance to go on balance. It's definitely a must watch. Is it perfect? No, not really. I feel like people who are saying it's perfect, they're just trying to get those views, or just trying their hardest to kind of make people just go, ooh, perfect, or trying to just start some controversy. I would like to say it's extremely well done. Why did I repeat that? I should just delete that. I probably didn't because I'm an idiot, but it's extremely well done, and it's watchable. You can rewatch it over and over again apart from one episode, and you'll be like, yeah, I really like this. One of those series that you want to tell your friends about, because it's like they won't. You guys, god damn it, I don't explain this without saying anything. You won't expect half this shit. There's some things that happen in this story that other stories have tried afterwards, after the initial release of the story, or after 1972, and they haven't been able to handle it properly. And I feel like this series handled a lot of the situations correctly. And yeah, overall, I really love this episode. What the fuck am I talking about? Too many reviews. This series, 9 out of 10, worth watching, worth sharing to your friends. What did you guys think of this series? Will you guys watch it again? Did you guys watch it straight away? Are you guys only watching it because of this review, or because of like a few other people who've done reviews? Let me know down below. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this review and do return for more from myself. I should be making a 7 Deadly Sins review tomorrow, as well as a One Piece and a Boku, because I'm off work tomorrow. So normally Fridays and Sundays, I think, is where I'm going to be banging out as much as possible. And on Sunday, Dragon Ball Super. Feel free to check out the playlists for anime and manga and stuff. You might find something you like. Why am I making this longer than it should be? I'm just going to go to sleep because it's 1:06 in the morning. By sleep, I mean edit, because I've recorded this. Oh, goddamn, the hustle. Have a great day, guys. Chris is talking. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Subscribe. Peace.